First traces of the unknown prehistoric Indians who lived in the Everglades have been discovered by Mr. Matthew W. Sterling, Chief of the Bureau of American Ethnology. Mr. Sterling has returned from several months of archaeological exploration in Florida. On the very edge of the Everglades near Lake Okeechobee, Mr. Sterling encountered a great plan of earthworks elaborately laid out in embankments and mounds and covering an area a mile square. That's from Traces of an Unknown Everglades Tribe in Science, number 73 in May 1931. That's from Ancient Man, a Handbook of Puzzling Artifacts by William R. Corliss from the Sourcebook Project. Hello and welcome to another edition of the Stench of Truth. I had a lot of different topics that I wanted to talk about today, but I'm going to boil it down to one that really boils my blood. And that is the Gestapo-like nature of the police state in this fucking country. And once again illustrates the point that I have been making recently, that the Constitution is only worth wiping your ass with when it comes to being followed by the people who are supposed to be bound by the tenets of the fucking thing. We have the complete evisceration of civil rights in this fucking country. The continued militarization of the fucking police. And intimidation of people. We had the recent extension of the most controversial aspects of the Patriot Act by President Obama, signing it by auto pen, which shouldn't even be fucking legal. How can you have anything be legal that isn't signed by a living fucking human being? Look at the examples that have been in the news recently of this kind of jackbooted fucking thuggery. Adam Kokesh, silent protest in the Lincoln Memorial, dancing in public, forcibly fucking arrested, thrown to the fucking ground, with a knee in his fucking back, handcuffed and fucking arrested for dancing in a public fucking monument that he pays for the fucking upkeep of by his fucking taxes. Not to mention the salaries of the so-called law enforcement fucking personnel. This is so much fucking bullshit. But this is the state of affairs in this country. You thought Stalin's Soviet Union was bad. We're worse because we have this inbred mentality that tells us via propaganda delivered to us every fucking day in every media outlet that we're the land of the free and the home of the brave. And we have all these so-called freedoms and fucking rights when it's nothing but a fucking lie. But that's not all, folks. We also have the recent SWAT team smash in the fucking door and murder a veteran by shooting at him over 70 fucking times. Allegedly over marijuana. Marijuana. You've got to be fucking kidding me. A SWAT team to smash your fucking door in and murder you by shooting you 70 fucking times over marijuana? He's not a rapist. He's not a murderer. Maybe some marijuana? Those officers should be in fucking jail. And finally, we have the most recent example where someone supposedly having an interaction with the police is supposedly fleeing the police, chased by the police, who comes to a stop, and only by happenstance is this caught on video by people who happen to be there. The man has come to a stop. It does not appear as though he is doing anything in the way of aggressive behavior or in any way threatening to the police officers. So what do? They immediately open fire on the car and fill it full of fucking lead, murdering the guy inside. And then they pull a gun on one of the people who is filming it. They smashed one of the cameras, took others into custody, and it is only by the good graces of one of those individuals who pulled his SIM card out, I think of his cell phone that he was filming on, that we have the video. Because I can guarantee that it would be mysteriously lost by the fucking police. Read, smashed, deleted, and fucking destroyed. You also have a recent trend of certain police forces around the country trying to pass laws that make it illegal to film the police while they're doing their actions. Why do you think this might be the fucking case? Because the motherfuckers are breaking the goddamn law by killing and murdering people in the course of their supposed duties. Where do they get these people from? Well, a lot of them are damaged individuals, and I contend that they look for these people. And they instill in them the sense that people are automatically guilty. And we're looking for more of this in the future because of recent decisions in the news. Indiana Supreme Court basically saying that the police can smash your fucking door in because they suspect that you might possibly be trying to destroy evidence of some possible crime that you might have done in some fantasy world. And then you have the other recent court case which said you have no right to forcibly or otherwise resist a police officer entering your home illegally. So if a police officer comes in to fucking rob you and rape your fucking wife, you have to lay there on the ground and let him do it. And the reasoning behind this is because they have recourse in a court of law. What if he fucking kills you? And don't even get me started on the recourse in a court of law argument, because that is a vast pile of shit. Am I saying that every police officer is a murderer, is just waiting to kill somebody, is going to smash your camera? No. But because of these stories and because of these court cases, you need to be aware that this is something that could happen to you. So 2 pieces of advice. Have a camera by your door at all times, and carry a camera with you at all times. It can't be that difficult. Most of you have mobile phones. Make sure you have a SIM card that can store a sufficient amount of video on it so that you can record any interactions that you have with the police or any other authority figures. And I don't care if it's supposedly fucking illegal. Fuck them! If they can film every fucking thing that happens out in public, then goddamn it, so can I! And I can film you doing your fucking shit, jackass! And if you don't like it, go ahead and take my fucking camera and I'll take you to fucking court. Fuck you, I'm gonna film you. And one last thing. Because of the recent Supreme Court of Indiana decision, which basically allows the police to rape your wife and shoot you in the head, and you have to lay there and let them do it, there is an active campaign to boycott products from Indiana. And I suggest you do a Google search on that and you'll find it. And I strongly suggest that you join in that and maybe send a message to the people in Indiana and tell them that you have no intention of doing any business with the state of Indiana because of this egregious thing that happened there. Thank you. Good night.